Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be today? Yo, welcome back to my channel. It is I, Yakobi James, bringing you all the RPG content you never asked for, but you're so happy you stumbled upon. Today, we are doing something fun. I am giving you the top 10 girls of Trails of Cold Steel. This is only gonna be women who show up in Trails of Cold Steel, also not people who are in other franchises. So that automatically eliminates Tita, Tio, and Yuna, because Yuna is in the Azure games. She's just not, they just didn't put her in it, but she is alive, she is there. So yes, also Yuna wouldn't have been in my list anyway for multiple reasons. So this is a ranking that is all encompassing, so performance, voice actor performance, just my natural like for the character, what you get from being with them, and yeah, this is also not a place we're not degrading anybody. This is just uplifting, and next week we'll be doing ranking the dudes, but ladies first. So without further ado, wait. Before we continue, scroll down, hit that subscribe button. Number 10, Altina Orion. Now, Altina's amazing. I love Altina. I like her in battle. I feel like she's very useful. She is a little slow, in mechanic-wise, character-wise. I feel like she has the best character development, and she's so sweet, and she's so loyal, and she can basically do anything for you if you take care of her. So that's why she is on this list. Now, I would have naturally put Altina, and when I was first making this list, she was much higher. But the one thing, one issue is Altina is a child. So just out of respect and how you shouldn't be attracted to children, which I'm not, Altina is best girl of Trails of Cold Steel 3, but she can't be higher on this list. Number 9, Muse. Muse Egret. That's not her real name, but it's a name she uses in the game. That's the thing about Muse. She has all these devilish charms. I know some people hate her for all the comments she makes towards Scream, and she sounds very, 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 very thirsty, but I think she's fun. She's fun, she's playful. If you and Muse are hanging out together, you're in for a good time. Muse's a tease, I would describe her as. It takes one to know one. In Trails of Cold Steel 3, her game mechanics, she can make the game very broken. She's funny, she's charming, she's witty, she is mysterious. There are many layers we don't yet know about Muse, and I think that's the catch. She doesn't lay it all out. With the development of your relationship, you would reveal more layers of her character and personality, and I like that in a person. So, Muse, number 9. Number 8. I already know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but number 8 is Elisa Reinford. Now, before you're like, click off, Elisa, she's just a lot. She has a lot of big personality. She seems very needy. She's independent when it comes to work, but in real life, she just seems very needy and needs a lot of attention. So not my cup of tea. Also in battle, if you're playing on Nightmare, I believe it is, she's useful, but like in your main, just like willy-nilly playing through the game, not so much. Also, her dialogue that she was given is not great, and also sounded more annoying than enjoyable. So yeah, Elisa overall is great and dependable, reliable. She comes from a messed up family, but if you're with Elisa, you get Gwen and you get Sharon. Well, Sharon is amazing, so yes. Elisa, number 8. Number 7, Elise Schwarzer. Now, in the game, this is they paint it sort of weird, and the dialogue that they wrote for this just makes it even more awkward and weird, because Elise is technically Reen's sister, but like not by blood. So like them having this weird kind of like flirty relationship, I guess technically is fine, but just sounds weird. But Elise is adorable, and she is strong-willed. She stands for what she believes in. She will be behind you with whatever you do. She's also a very beautiful woman. I don't know how old she is, but it's not like awkward like Altina, I don't think. She comes from a good family. Also, if you're with Elise, you get the hot springs. And then also, I know that's complicated because like if you're with Elise, then you have to deal with the whole thing with Reen, but oh well, here we are. The thing with Elise is just like, you would find a best friend, I feel, and it seems like it would be a dynamic that would be long-lasting, not a fleeting moment. So yes, number 7, Elise Schwarzer. Number 6, Laura S. Arcade. So, the thing with Laura is strong. Laura is dependable. Laura is steadfast. Laura is dedicated. Laura is boring. That's the thing with Laura. What you see is what you get. I don't really believe that Laura has that many deep level of layers. She kind of wears her heart on her sleeve, even though it is guarded with armor and a big heavy blade. Laura is, at the end of the day, boring. And if you're not in battle or you're not talking about war or military, the conversation can only go so far. In my opinion, she comes from a great family. Another spoiler alert. Now, if you were with Laura, you have to deal with helping her through some emotional turmoil, rightfully so. She has a lot on her plate, so she's a very busy woman, and she doesn't have all day. And so I feel like the relationship with Laura Weasel is someone who's funny, someone who has their own thing going on, because both of you would be doing your own thing, and then when you got together, you would be harmonious. But at the end of the day, I do agree Laura is a little boring, so that is why she's not higher on this list, and Laura gets number 6. Number 5, Sharon. Sharon is best girl. Sharon will always be best girl. I love Sharon so much. Sharon is my pick for number 1, but she's actually on this list at number 5. Sharon is complicated. Sharon has a very tragic past. Sharon has mystery like Muse, but like in a very different way. Sharon puts up a strong front. Sharon puts maybe a guise that isn't actually truthful. But when Sharon gets broken down and you see a little bit more in depth to her, Sharon is beautiful. Sharon is sweet. Sharon is strong. Sharon will be there for you. Sharon will be there for you when you don't expect Sharon to be there. Sharon will do everything for you if you treat Sharon as Sharon should be treated. Another little spoiler, Sharon will always come back. I believe that. Even if you got some distance between you, Sharon will always come back if you truly have a connection with Sharon. Sharon is best girl. Sharon will always be best girl. And unfortunately on this list, and also her performance, she was just like a nice, beautiful ray of sunshine in everything that is, sure. Trails of Cold Steel. I loved her performance. I love her energy. My lady. Sharon is number 5. Number 4, Princess Alphen Rice Arner. Princess Alphen, she's delightful. She is bubbly, she is sweet, she is strong, but in sort of sometimes it seems a naive sort of way. She always tries to do the best thing. Sometimes she doesn't have all like the components to achieve her goals, but she will dive in head first, even if that is so. At the end of the day, she is a sweetheart and very loyal, dedicated. If it is in her power to do something for you, she most certainly will. The people who are closest to her are very close to her, and she holds that group true to her heart, to her person, and she is a giver. Maybe that might be a detriment to her in the long run. She gives too much of herself away, but one detriment with Princess Alphen, she would be like rivaling number 1, except if you're with Alphen, that means you are also with Cedric, her twin brother, also the royal family. Not great. Oliver, an exception, but also not really her family. So, Alphen, that is why Alphen gets 4. I love Alphen. She's a breath of fresh air in the game, a different breath of fresh air than Sharon. She's delightful. She's fun to be around. She's funny. I love those moments when she like jabs at Elise, makes jabs at Elise, and they just, I don't know, just relationships with Alphen in friendship or romantic always seem to just be having a good time, and so I think that's why she gets this spot on the list. Number 4. Number 3. The final 3. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be today? Number 3, Emma Milstein. Now, Emma. Now, some people would say Emma's boring. Like, no. Emma is steadfast. Emma is strong. Emma goes on adventures. And isn't that what most people want anyway? Emma just naturally does that. She's sweet. She's caring. She may be a little timid sometimes, but if you are a strong personality, and you would bring out the strength of Emma, as we see she has a lot of strength inside of her. And she's always seeking out knowledge, seeking out new experiences, gathering information, and then you see her other side where she is a little bit more playful, even though it is in more of a shy way. And also, if you are with Emma, you have wild relatives. Vita Clotilde, what's Grandma Witch? What is her name? The Red Witch? That's not her name. I forget what her name is. Anyway, moving on. Also, Celine, sassy little cat. With Emma comes Celine. Celine is very sassy. Probably would roast you the entire time, but Emma makes up for that with her personality, her guile, and so that is why my dear sweet Emma is number 3. Number 2. Number 2 is Miss Toa. Okay, by the definition, when you seek the definition of reliable, dependable, strong, Toa will be there. She may not be the most skilled in battle, but she is smart, she is tenacious, and she uses all the skills she has to support those that she loves and to get her job done. Toa is the definition of the caring character in Trails of Cold Steel, and she does that job very well. She's very sweet, but she's not sweet in like a passive way. She's sweet in a strong way. Toa is someone a lot of people take for granted, the amount of things that she does for people. Thank you is always there, but I don't think it's truly recognized all the effort she is doing to make other people's dreams come true. And so, I met her family in Trails of Cold Steel 3, and their family is so sweet. They run a grocery store, and then you learned about Toa's past because her parents passed away, and from coming back from that, she is so strong and sweet. She's still sweet and doesn't have hate for the world, and there's something very beautiful in that sentiment. So for that reason, Miss Toa, it's number 2. Okay, number 1. Now, I feel like if you're here at this point, you're like, well, number 1 has to be. And here to tell you, you might be disappointed because I think that person that you think I'm gonna say is number 1, there's so many qualities about her that's not number 1 status. But moving on. Number 1 is the one, the only Sarah Valstein. Sarah is so much fun. She has both the balance of like being strong and reliable and dependable, but also like just wants to have a good time, and I'm all down for someone who wants to have a good time. And she's really funny, so someone who keeps you on your toes, someone who can take a joke but like fling one right back at you. The dynamic's just really great. Her whole backstory, complicated, very complicated, and I feel like the more you get to know Sarah, the more robust her personality and character becomes, even though on the outside she's a ball full of fun. And that's really what you want: someone who wants to laugh, someone who will go on an adventure, someone who will be there for you when you need them. And that is Sarah Valstein in a nutshell. At the end of the day, I feel Sarah is just looking for the right person, and she's open and willing. If you are open and willing, just best relationship possible, I think, is Sarah Valstein. And she's the right age. So yeah, that is why the one and forever will always be Sarah Valstein for best girl of Trails of Cold Steel. If you like this video, or if you disagree, please just write what your top 10 is in the comments below. In the description, it says, I do play RPGs on Twitch Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, starting Sundays probably soon. I'm currently playing Persona 5 The Royal. You can follow me on there. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on all of them, so come and say hello. If you didn't already, subscribe, because I post videos every Monday. If you want to turn on notifications, you are more than welcome if you want to be one of the first people to see it. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you for the ranking of the best dudes next week. See you later. Goodbye.